Hi everyone, this is me Seethal back again, and today's video is about punctuations. Can you imagine a paragraph without any periods or commas? In truth, it would be almost unreadable. There are 14 punctuation marks in English grammar, and at minimum, one of them has to appear in every sentence to make it easily understood. Follow these 5 basic punctuation rules and they'll help you to write more clearly and effectively. The first and the most important one is use of a comma. How to use a comma? So let's see. The first one is use a comma to show a pause in a sentence. Say for example, if you're using some linking words like however, therefore, as such, nevertheless, put a comma just after these words. You should use commas when you have to list 3 or more different things. For example, India, China, and Brazil are developing nations, though they are vast nations. So you should put a comma just after India. Since there are 3 items, then you have to put a comma in between the first 2. If there are 4 items, you have to put a comma again after China, right? Okay. And use commas when you add extra information to a sentence. For example, Gandhiji, one of the greatest advocates of ahimsa, was born in 1862. Put a comma just after Gandhiji and ahimsa because to get appropriate meaning of it, comma is inevitable. And you can also use commas before a short quotation. It was Helen Keller who said, "Optimism is the faith that leads to achievement." Put a comma just before the quotation begins. Now, the second punctuation is a colon. And where should we use a colon? Let's see. First, we can use a colon to introduce a list of things. Let's see an example. There are 3 positions in football, and then just put a colon and list out the 3 things or 3 positions like goalie, defense, and forward. Okay. Now, the second use of a colon is to introduce a long quotation. That is, the team leader said, then put a colon and then write down the long quotation. That is, we will fight, we will not give up, even if you all die. Alright. Do you have any idea where to use a semicolon? You can use a semicolon to separate main clauses in a sentence. Let's see an example. The carnival is very popular. People from all over the world visit it each year. So in order to separate these 2 clauses, we simply put a semicolon in between them. Okay, so let's read it again. The carnival is very popular, then put a semicolon, and the people from all over the world visit it each year, so as to make it more meaningful. Okay, and the next use is use a semicolon in a list that already have commas. An example sentence is the 3 biggest cities in Canada are Toronto, Ontario, then put a semicolon, Montreal, Quebec, then put a semicolon, and Vancouver, British Columbia. And next punctuation is apostrophe. Use an apostrophe to show ownership of something. An example sentence is, this is a Tom's laptop. Okay, and then a lady's hostel, Jack's house. To show that ownership, we add an apostrophe. Okay, and there is a note for nouns in plural form, put the apostrophe at the end of the noun. You can see an example here. These are the players' things. Here, the players is a plural noun, and so to show that ownership, we add an apostrophe after players. Okay. Then use an apostrophe to show a contraction. An example sentence is, I don't know how to do it. Here, don't is the contraction of do not. And the next one is, I'll do it. Here, I'll is the contraction of I will. So we use apostrophes to use contractions as well. Now we'll see how to use a hyphen. Use a hyphen to join two words that form one idea together. Examples are well-known, well-being, would-be, self-esteem. So you should put a hyphen in between these words to make it more meaningful. Second use is use a hyphen to join prefixes to words. If we have to add some prefixes to words like non-alcoholic or anti-theft, then we have to add a hyphen in between them. Use a hyphen when writing compound numbers like 1/4 or 23. I hope that this short video is helpful for you, and try to use all these in your writing and don't make any mistakes with punctuations again. If you like my videos, please do subscribe my channel. It's IELTS with Seethal, and make sure that you press the bell icon so that you will not miss any of my videos. Okay, see you later.